Tonight, the world feels closer than ever, and more on edge. I'm here to break down the global headlines shaking the last days of 2025. Let's jump into the biggest story right now: Russia's massive assault on Kyiv. Overnight, hundreds of drones and dozens of missiles tore through the city for nearly 10 hours. 2 lives lost, dozens injured, and huge swathes of Kyiv plunged into freezing darkness as power lines fell. Air defenses fought hard, but the barrage was relentless. Fires burned. Emergency crews raced to save families trapped in the chaos. President Zelensky didn't mince words. He called this a deliberate message from Putin, timed right before a major peace meeting in Florida with President Trump. The stakes: Ukraine's future, with sticking points like territory, real security guarantees, and who controls the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant still up for debate. Europe is condemning Russia's moves, and the world is watching. Will this violence derail fragile peace talks, or push leaders into taking a harder line? Now, over to Southeast Asia. Myanmar's military is pushing ahead with elections, but let's be real, it's hardly democracy. Voting is only happening where the junta is firmly in control, and anyone who speaks out risks jail, or worse. Opposition parties are banned. Millions are still displaced by ongoing civil war, and the UN calls this election an exercise in violence and repression. The regime claims it's a step toward multi-party democracy. Most analysts, and I, see it as a grab for legitimacy under cover of ballots, not a real transition. But there's a glimmer of hope along the Thailand-Cambodia border. After deadly clashes this month, both countries agreed to a new ceasefire. No more troop movements, no more airspace violations, and a plan to help those driven from their homes. ASEAN is watching. The US nudged talks forward, but skepticism lingers. These peace deals can be fragile. Let's see if this one holds. Shifting to Africa, US airstrikes hit Islamic State camps in Nigeria over Christmas, targeting militants blamed for attacks on Christian communities. The operation, done at Nigeria's request, reportedly killed several fighters. No civilians, according to official sources. It shows how the US is still engaged in counter-terrorism across the Sahel, where extremist groups keep growing. And finally, Taiwan is recovering from a strong offshore earthquake. Buildings shook, thousands lost power for a bit, but thankfully, no major damage or casualties so far. Still, authorities urge everyone to brace for aftershocks. So as 2025 winds down, the world is restless. Wars rage, fragile truces are tested, and natural disasters remind us how quickly things can change. Stay informed, stay sharp. I'll keep watching the world for you. Good night.